Hey, Allie. Hey, Marina. Oh, hey. Oh, hey there. Hey, Lori. Hey, Christina. Celine. Good morning, Dee. Howdy. Howdy, partner. Nicole. Dave. Thanks for joining, Dave. Morning. Good morning. Good morning, all. It's a beautiful, bright morning. Weather is going to be amazing. The breakfast bell. Sure, I'm hungry. What are you cooking up, Lori? Some bacon? Hey, Jez. Mom, good morning. Hello, Asal. Don't be late for our appointment today, Asal. Peace and love. Peace and love. All right, some fish bacon. All right, today we're going to wrap up our discussion on manifestation, but it doesn't mean that you can't continue to practice your meditation on your goal. And in many traditions, we're taught that a 40-day sadhana, a 40-day routine practice, is what's required to ingrain something into your being. So if you want to see changes 40 days consistently, and if you miss a day, if you miss day 39, you got to start from day 1 again. It's something about this number 40, this 40 days of consistent practice. So tomorrow morning, 7:30, not 7, 7:30, with everything opening back up again, things are different, and I'm going to be teaching an hour-long class at Kintsugi Yoga on Buffalo in Vegas, and it's 7:30 to 8:30 a.m. So we'll stream this meditation live at the beginning of that class. So for the first 20 minutes of that class, we'll be streaming. I might just leave it on the whole time, we'll see. So 7:30 tomorrow morning. Biblical number 40, I didn't know that. So let's do a review of the talk of manifestation so far, Kriya Shakti, the energy of creation. So I just mentioned a moment ago, 40 days, you change your vibrations. Creating anything in the physical world is about movement and vibration and action. So when you change your internal vibrations, your external circumstances will reflect that. So this is kind of a pop culture idea on change your insides and your outsides change. It's not the other way around. A lot of people think, oh, when my circumstances outside of me, my house and my relationship and my job, when that's all set up just right, I'll be happy inside. It is not that way. It's the other way around. You create the idea of change inside. What you want to achieve outside, you create the realism, the reality of it inside first, and then the outside world reflects that. So that's the concept of like attracting like, resonant vibrations. So that's a foundational concept in manifesting something. You have to believe it inside, be it inside, visualize it inside. That's why for the past 2 days we've been creating a very definite thought form of what it is you want to achieve. When you can create the reality of it inside and live as if you have it, vibrations inside of you, your mental patterns, your thoughts, your emotions, will begin to set up the vibratory track, the vibratory road, stage. You're kind of greasing the wheels for the actual physical, tangible results to appear in the real world. That's the idea of like attracts like. Now, the talk today is going to be, well, after we finish our recap, I'm going to bring up some other ideas that you may be able to use to shortcut some of this, but it's very advanced and it's kind of cool, but I just want to bring it in. So we talked about like attracting like. the process of creating something starts with positive intentions and positive attitudes. So gratitude, being grateful, raising your vibrations from coarsely vibrating emotions, victimhood, jealousy, lack mentality, victimship, these kinds of things, transforming that to positivity, gratitude, that's the first step. Then creating this clear thought form in our mind, visualizing how you'll live with that once it's there and how it'll affect other people's lives in a positive manner. Then we build energy through breathing, through pranayama, and feed that thought form with energy. We imbue it, we charge it up, we electrify it, we give it life. Continue to clarify, continue to refine the thought form. Then we journal about it, we write about it, we bring it into the physical world by writing with your hand, with a physical writing utensil. The last step, which I haven't mentioned yet, but we will today, is the removal of obstacles that are in our way of achieving this. So I didn't actually plan this, but it just so happens that I'm wearing the Ganesh, the Lord Ganesh on my shirt. And in Hindu tradition, Ganesha is the deity who's in charge of removing obstacles from our lives. The one who clears the path for us to achieve things. So it's also the energy of Shiva versus Shiva as he or she relates to Brahma and Vishnu. So in the Hindu Trimurti, the Trinity in Hinduism, Shiva is the energy that destructs or destroys or breaks down old forms or habits or patterns or structures that are no longer necessary, no longer supporting the current zeitgeist, the current situation. If something in your life is no longer needed, no longer serving you, allow Shiva to destroy it, wipe it away so the path can be cleared and a new manifestation can occur. So we have to be willing to let go. Back to vairagya, something we talk about all the time. We have to be willing to let go. What in our life, we have to be honest about this, what in our lives must, Celine, I need that. Celine, yes, I do need that. It's hard. It's hard sometimes. Lost my train of thought. Yes, what in our, like Elsa, let it go. What in our lives can we detach from so that something new can come in? So that has to be predominant throughout the process of manifestation. Letting go of the old. All right, now a couple things on the shortcut I was mentioning. So I'm talking about right-handed path work. Now let's talk about some other stuff real quick, just for a moment before we meditate. I want to bring in the third chapter of the Yoga Sutras. So I reference the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali quite a bit. The first chapter is called Samadhi Pada, talking about what Samadhi is and how to reach it. The second chapter is called Sadhana Pada, which is all about the practices involved in yoga and meditation. The third chapter is called Vibhuti Pada. Vibhuti Pada refers to the powers or capacities that the advanced yogi gains. And the third chapter talks about these extraordinary abilities called siddhis. Now the siddhi of Kriya Shakti is very powerful, and it's said that these superpowers unfold automatically within us on our path. And it will appear as though you're shortcutting the whole process of manifestation when you acquire the natural abilities to materialize things out of thin air, for example. Now, I know this is very, very far away from modern science and from physics, but it's said that it's possible, and we've all heard stories of advanced yogis and spiritual people and magicians, so to speak, that can materialize things. Siddhis, the word siddhi is used generally for the extraordinary powers acquired through the practice of yoga, but the real meaning of siddhis is best expressed in the words attainments or accomplishments connected with the superphysical worlds. It is only when the yogi has completely conquered his lower nature and acquired true vairagya that he or she can safely exercise these powers for the helping of others only if necessary. Till then, his interest in them should be merely scientific, as adding to the wonder and mystery of life which surrounds him and helping him to unravel that mystery. So when the yogi finds these powers appearing spontaneously or as a result of the practice of meditation, he confines their use strictly to scientific purposes and maintains an attitude of utter indifference towards them. We have to always remember that release of attachment, even to the ability to create things, is so important, or else ego creeps in. So please remember that as well. When you start to become manifesting masters, be reserved, be humble. It is real, it is powerful, and it can be used for good or for ill. Okay, a couple other quick things on this shortcutting the process. All right, here's a book called Tantra Unveiled. What's the subtitle? Seducing the Forces of Matter and Spirit. Tantra Unveiled, Seducing the Forces of Matter and Spirit, by Pandit Rajmani Tigunayat in the lineage of the Himalayan masters. This is Rod Stryker's teacher. Why is it called Seducing the Forces of Matter and Spirit? Because that's what Tantra does. Tantra teaches us how to work with energy. Now, it's very interesting. The last chapter of this book gives a specific practice. Well, here, let me just read it actually to you. A specific practice to reduce phobias, reduce anxieties, calming nightmares and disturbed sleep. And it's a very involved practice with creating your own yantra, creating like a mandala on a piece of wood with some red powder and creating symbols in it and meditating on the Gayatri mantra 1,200 times. And it's said that if you do this practice for 40 days, what I just said will happen, calming phobia, nightmares, and disturbed sleep. So if you're interested in trying some kind of sexy tantric practices, Tantra Unveiled has a lot of information on how to seduce the forces of matter and spirit. There's, of course, information in here about manifesting as well. And then 2 more resources for this tantric avenue, this shortcut. 2 books by a guy named Robert Svoboda. First one is called Agora, At the Left Hand of God. And this is all about tantric practices. Look at that scary guy there. Rituals and tantric practice to create things. And then his second book, his follow-up book to that, is called Kundalini, Agora 2. Again, tantric practices, rituals, ceremonies, personal self-transformation, chants, and different things. Okay, it's 7:12. I always do this. It's Nicole's fault. She told me that we want to talk more. All right, let's meditate. So this will be the same process of meditation we've already done 2 days. So as you get into your meditative seat, start to recall what it is that you have identified to manifest. What it is that you want to achieve or change or become. Lori, I'll type the author's name there. Everyone, please obtain your meditative seat and sit tall. Robert Svoboda. Okay, adjust the base of your seat. Grow the crown of the head tall, relax the shoulders. Close the eyes. Deepen the breath, relax the face. Engage Ujjayi. Also engage the root lock, the Mula Bandha, so that's just lifting the pelvic floor gently, squeezing the muscles that restrain the urine flow. This is bringing some awareness to the base of the spine, the lower chakras. Second chakra in specific, which contains our energy of creation, manifestation, reproduction, birth. Move toward full inhales and full exhales. Develop the image of your goal in your mind, a clearly defined picture or words. What it is that you want to bring more of into your life or change or transform. And then begin Bhastrika breath or Kapalabhati if that's better for you, with the belly pumping in, make it rhythmic and smooth. If you're doing Bhastrika, the inhale and exhale is equal. Rapidly pumping air in and out, building heat in the abdomen. Focus your attention on the navel chakra, Manipura, building heat, light, energy, fire, flame in the lower abdomen. Keep growing the crown of the head taller, lengthen the spine up, and continue. If you're able to speed it up, now's the time to go a little bit faster, building more heat. If not, no problem. Last 10 seconds, a little faster, a little stronger. Exhale completely. Breathe in big, fill the lungs all the way up, hold the breath. Lift the root lock, engage abdominal lock as well. Lower the chin, pull the chin back, all three bandhas. Holding the breath, feeling energy building, intensifying, increasing in the abdomen. Slowly exhale through the nose. Let the mind rest at the level of the second chakra, which is roughly the top of the sacrum. Above the pelvis. Just let the mind rest there. Feel that there's a presence, a consciousness. And then begin the process of lifting that energy with your breath. The inhale lifts it up through the body. As you exhale, let it expand inside the head. The inhale raises it up. The exhale expands it and intensifies it in the head. Draw the energy up the spine from second chakra up to third eye. Allow the inhale to carry it up and allow the exhale to imbue the third eye with intelligent pranic currents. Recall the mental image or word of your goal and allow this prana to start charging it up even further. Soaking, bathing the image in this prana. release the Kriya, release the breathing technique. Hold your attention on the image of your goal. And now allow your mind to play through the scenario of how you will live. The sequence of your day, of your week, of a month perhaps, after you've achieved this goal. How will you live? How will the people around you benefit from this? What does your life look like? And now, allow your mind to identify what is currently obstructing your forward progress, if anything. It's time to be honest. What are you holding on to, or what is standing in your way that you're allowing to be there, that's blocking forward Kriya Shakti? And what action steps can you take to remove that obstacle? Bring your mind back to the here and now. Focus on your body. Focus on your breath. And develop a sense of self-love. Unconditional self-love. Whatever's happening inside the body, whatever's happening inside the mind and emotions, unconditional love. Gratitude for what is here right now. Every step on your path is necessary. Palms to the chest, please, in prayer pose. This is honoring yourself further, deeper gratitude. Big inhale. Let's chant Om together, please. Take an inhale and exhale first. One more. Breathe in. And please open the eyes. So the process of manifestation is aided by physical journaling, physical writing. So if you choose to do that, I highly encourage it. If nothing more, just write down some reflections from your contemplation, your meditation. Perhaps write down what your day will look like once you've achieved this goal. It helps, trust me. All right, tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. Thank you for going through this little experiment with me. I encourage you to keep up your meditation, your visualization on manifestation if this is important to you. Thank you, Jez. All right, have a great day, y'all.